Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be talking about HECS-HELP. So HECS-HELP is another kind of government loan, and it's one that you can use for course fees for certain kinds of courses. And I've already made a video about HECS-HELP, and HECS-HELP is a loan that you can use for certain kinds of courses, being university courses with Commonwealth supported places. HECS-HELP is for basically all other kinds of university courses where you can't access a Commonwealth supported place. So that means you're in a full fee paying place. And usually you'll see this when you get an offer, that you've got an offer for a place that has full fee cost. So the eligibility for HECS-HELP is pretty similar to the eligibility for HECS-HELP. You need to be in a certain kind of university place. The difference this time is that it's a full fee paying place. You need to be an Australian citizen or a New Zealand citizen who's on a special category visa. You need to have enrolled in your subjects by the census date or the admin date, and you need to have submitted your HECS-HELP form by the same date, the census date. And you need to have money available in your HELP balance, which the government call having available HELP loan balance. Basically, as I said in the HECS-HELP video, you have a certain amount of money that you can borrow on a HELP loan, and this money is across all the different kinds of HELP loans. So if you want to borrow money for most kinds of courses, the maximum amount you can borrow across things like HECS, HECS-HELP, Vet Student Loans, OS-HELP and SA-HELP, the maximum amount at the moment is about $108,000. If you're doing something like medicine or dentistry, vet science, and some aviation courses, you can borrow up to about $155,000. So the final requirement for using HECS-HELP is that you have at least a little bit of money left on your HELP loan. The other important thing that you should know about before you start using HECS-HELP is that there is something you need to do to keep eligible for HECS-HELP, and that is you need to be passing at least half of the subjects you take every semester or every study period. Depending on where you go, it might be a trimester or something else, a term. This is something that has been around for HECS-HELP for a little while. As I have mentioned in a comment on the HECS-HELP video, this is something that's actually new to HECS in 2022. So basically now, regardless of the kind of study you're doing, you need to be passing at least half of your subjects each study period in order to stay eligible. And I think that makes sense. They don't want to set people up to keep doing poorly. There's also an exception. If you are having a really hard time academically because there's something else going on in your life, you can apply for special consideration. And usually what a university or a study provider is able to do is ask for a waiver for that semester or that trimester. So this would mean that you're not losing your access to something like HECS-HELP, but the important thing is you need to talk to your study provider about this. Sometimes people have a really hard time and then they don't talk to anybody at their study institution, and then they lose access to certain things because the institution doesn't know that they're having a hard time. So I would always suggest, if you're having a hard time, although it can be really hard to do it when other things are going on, talk to the student support services at your institution and they will do their best to help you out. And I know from experience of working in those sorts of services that there is actually quite a lot we can do. What do you need to apply? You need similar stuff to HECS, which is a tax file number, a USI, a unique student identifier, and I'll put a link in the description so that you can go and apply for one if you don't have one already. And you also need the form. And as I've said before, applications for things like HECS and HECS-HELP tend to happen on your student portal, on your study institution's website, and they will often call the form eCAF, which stands for Electronic Commonwealth Assistance Form. And I will put some screenshots of what a HECS-HELP form looks like if I can find it, and that will hopefully help you out. Another important thing to know with HECS-HELP is that there is often a loan fee, not always. So if you're studying at certain institutions, and these include Bond University, Torrens University, the University of Notre Dame, and the University of Divinity, if you're studying with Online Universities Australia, none of those institutions will have a loan fee. If you're studying a postgraduate course, so you've already done something like a bachelor degree and you go back to do a master's degree, there shouldn't be a loan fee on those courses. And there shouldn't be a loan fee on eligible bridging courses and enabling courses. And these are courses to help you get into university for the first time. But a lot of other study providers have a loan fee when you use HECS-HELP. So, for example, SAE, eCAF, JMC, places like that, they would have a 25% loan fee. So if you borrow, say, $40,000 to go and do a degree at JMC, you're going to pay another $10,000 loan fee on top of that to use HECS-HELP. And then that $50,000 is going to be indexed to CPI every year. So it's going to go up slightly every year. I'll put a link in the description about what CPI indexing means. They call it loan indexation on the Study Assist and government websites. But if you want to learn more about that, I'll put a link in the description. But it's really good to know, because if you are tossing up between, say, a HECS-HELP Commonwealth supported place at a public university and a HECS-HELP full fee paying place, try saying that 3 times fast, place at a private provider, the cost difference isn't just in the course fees, there's also a difference in loan fee. So HECS doesn't have a loan fee, HECS-HELP can, depending on where you go. You might also use SA-HELP if you're going to an institution that has HECS-HELP. You may or may not have heard of SA-HELP before. It's another government loan that you can use if you want to borrow money to pay for your SSAF, which is the Student Services and Amenities fee. That's about $350 a year if you're full-time, and it's prorated if you're part-time. So it's not a huge amount of money, and sometimes you'll just pay it up front instead of using a loan to defer the payment of that amount of money. But if you wanted to use SA-HELP, it's there, and you can access that if you're also accessing HECS-HELP. So hopefully this has helped you to understand a little bit about HECS-HELP, what makes you eligible, how to apply, and that there can be a loan fee. If you want to know more about HECS-HELP and other government loans and other financial support available while you're at university, I'd really recommend checking out Study Assist, which is a government website with heaps of information about financial support if you go on to further study. If you found this helpful, you might like to like this video. If you want to see similar videos about careers stuff in the future, you might want to subscribe. Have a lovely day.